These were the first pair of demonias that I got. They're not as comfortable as some of the other demonias that I have. At the time, I mostly got them for the height. I believe they are a 4-inch heel with a 3-inch platform. My favorite story with these was a time that I was 3 hours out of town for a concert with a friend, and after the concert, another friend took both of us to the cemetery, and we ran around in the mud and the grass, and when I got home, they were completely caked, but, you know, that's just extra gothy. These are probably my favorite pair of demonias. They have a 3-inch platform, and because they are mostly flat, they're pretty easy to walk in long term. I would definitely recommend these to someone who's worried about wearing platforms for the first time. These are another of my very favorites. I love the bat buckles, and they are one of my tallest pairs. The heel is, I believe, 5¼ inches, and they are surprisingly a lot more comfy than I thought they were gonna be. Bought them purely because I had a skirt that was way too tall for me, and I don't regret it at all. I'm also partially guilty of buying these ones because I really liked the bat buckles. I did mostly buy these ones because they would be a little bit easier to wear long term. They weren't as tall, they're a little bit more casual, so I can get away with wearing them at work a little bit more. I got these boots for when I'm in a little bit more of a metal mood, since I think most of my other shoes are a little bit more on the goth side. Since I haven't been to any shows for a while, they're still looking pretty pristine. This is my first pair of more Winkle picker style boots. I got them at Forever 21 surprisingly. It's always worth looking everywhere because you never know when you'll see something that you can fit into a Gothic style. Also good to note that they are one of my least comfortable pair of pikes, largely due to the 3-inch heel. These ones are pretty comfy once you get them broken in, although it's good to note that these buckles did not come with this shoe. They were from a pair of demonia pikes that did not last long due to the small heel. These ones originally came with just plain silver square buckles. Although it's kind of weird that the straps are Velcro, it is kind of nice that it's easy to swap out the buckles that way. These ones are the exact same as the last pair of shoes, except they, instead of coming in kind of a vegan leather, they come in more of like a shiny leather or PVC kind of material, and I used the buckles from the last shoes to put on these ones. These ones originally came with all black buckles. They're also a little bit stiffer than the faux leather pair. These ones are another pair that I'm a huge fan of. They kind of give me 80s vibes, so if I'm in kind of a mood there, whether it's for metal or for goth, I kind of will fit these into the outfit. I also really love the western style buckles on them. The heel on these is also a little bit unique and taller than the shoes that I normally wear, so I was expecting it to not be very comfy, but they actually are pretty comfortable to wear all day. And even though it's not like the greatest tread in the world, I do appreciate that these ones actually do have some tread on them, because most of my other pikes are so slick. This is a vintage pair of goth pikes that I found on eBay a while back. They're one of my all-time favorite pairs. I don't know what the year range is on them. I'm guessing 80s or 90s. If you guys have any theories on them, let me know. My favorite feature is definitely the coffin buckles. This is a newer pair of goth pikes. They don't have as much tread as the old ones, so they kind of feel like slippers when you walk in them. You kind of feel everything. And they've got the really pointy look to them, the classic bat buckles. I really love them. Right now, in order to get them, you do have to order them through their Facebook on their messenger, so it is a little bit weird. They did take PayPal when I got mine. I do think it's fair to warn people that years ago they did fall off the face of the planet with a lot of outstanding orders that were already paid for. From what I've heard, they are back with new ownership though. They're also trying to get hold of all of their old accounts again, so other shopping options aside from Facebook and eBay might eventually become a thing again. These ones are a lot more on the witchy side, and they've got a lot more of a unique heel than you usually see on these kinds of shoes. They're pretty comfy, and I like the purple velvet interior. It makes them really warm, and the purple just really stands out even though you don't really see it when you're wearing them. The favorite feature of mine on these is the circular accent buckle at the very top. I really like these ones for more of a Gothabilly or Gothic Victorian, anything like that kind of look. My favorite features on them are the wraparound chains, the coffin buckles, and the red accent interior. In my experience, they're not as comfortable for long-term wear though. I thrifted these for $11. They were brand new at the thrift store, and they're so good for long walks. You can never go wrong with dogs. I don't know too much about these ones since they were gifted to me. I used to wear them all the time, but the zippers keep breaking now, and they're pretty much retired. I got these at Target years ago for $30, I believe. I had the intent to sew on lace and chains and DIY them, but they've kind of just become my lazy slip-on boots, and I might keep them that way. And of course, all black healies. I love to just glide around the grocery store in these and get stared at by all of the other judging adults. Definitely the most fun out of all of them.